All right.
You got your beer in hand?
Uh, I mean, real talk. You know me. I actually did have one beer. It was actually a Guinness.
Ooh, fucking fancy
It,
today.
it was. It was. It was actually not that bad. It was the extra stout.
Oh my fucking love. God, I love the extra stout. It's so good.
But in all honesty, like it's not really for me.
Oh, you don't like it? I mean, yeah, you. I think I remember talking to you about this kind of beer, and then you're just like, yeah, I don't really vibe with like the almost like chocolatey taste that like the stouts can have.
Yeah, I'm not really into dark chocolatey beers.
I don't know.
It's not my thing.
I can get that. It's a very like hit or miss flavor. To some
It
people, it's
really
like
is.
it's just too bitter. But it's like me. I'll chew up a lime if you give it to me.
All right. Would you want to do introductions or shall I?
um, Fuck it. You know what? You do it.
I do it.
Yeah. It's your channel.
All right, fair enough, I guess. Hey everyone, salutations. Hope you guys are having a fantastic evening today. We're actually going to be doing something a little bit different here. Something that me and my buddy Mig, who is with me right now,
Hey, what's
have
up?
been. This is something we've been trying to do for a while. Actually, we've been thinking about it, and we finally decided to take action. This is episode 1 of Copious Amounts of Talking.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, for this, I figured we just do something simple.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree? Just a bit of an introductory episode. We just talk about ourselves, do a little bit of catch up.
Yeah, I think that might be the best bet. Simply because it's like, we want to really find the tone of this whole project.
Yeah,
So
like
that,
I always like this. This is something I've always wanted to do. Really,
hmm
you know, we vibe off of each other.
fucking
What
we can
better
read
way to
each
do
other's
it?
minds every fucking now and then.
Fucking rent free. Let's be real, rent free.
Oh man, it's fucking funny though. It's funny though. You know what? Before I get into that, let me introduce myself.
All right, go ahead.
So my name is Mig Bello. I'm an artist. You can find me over on Twitter. I'm hopeful that at some point I'll do Instagram too. I also stream. I've been trying to stream more frequently, in spite of my technological issues. But yeah, I try to stream every Saturday night. So there's that. What about
And
you?
how-
Who are you, bitch?
Well, I was about to ask you like how those streams have been going.
Oh man, they've been all right. Not a lot of traction on them yet. But the big problem I've been having is my computer is, I think it's on its last legs. Quite
Oy.
honestly. Oh man, I mean, I built this thing in like 2010. Like let's be honest. This machine has been up for like a decade and some change.
No, I know, but like still, like the fact that you're gonna have to replace it soon.
I have an idea for what I can do, but I still need to replace it. Like there's no way. Like I'm trying to run what is it, Streamlabs,
Yeah.
and it's pinging my CPU at 100%.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Have you tried just using just OBS Studios?
I have not in a minute. Why did that lower your load?
Like honestly, I just went into using OBS Studio. It ended up saving me so much more. It saved me a lot of a hassle. Like, let me just be real.
I feel like that makes sense because it's just like Streamlabs is like it's good software, but if your computer isn't like 100% up to snuff, it's a lot of extra guff you don't really need.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like if you, like just think about it. Streamlabs OBS is literally just OBS, but as a browser for Streamlabs OBS. Like it's a dashboard too.
Yeah. Nah, man.
You're
it's a little too
you're
much.
loading up a whole application. and with just OBS Studios, you just have to set up a few extra things, and that's about it. But in all honesty, this was a while ago. They added in an update that you could just add tabs from Twitch as an extension.
Oh my god, don't tell me that. I'll do that in a second. I need that just so I can look at the chat. That's been, honestly, the major thing that's been keeping me from being able to go back to OBS. It's the fact that I can't look at chat.
Yeah, now you have, you could get, like, a little chat window. You have this, the stream information window, Twitch activity window.
Oh, hell yeah. No, that sounds fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Well, we need to get in contact about that because I'm going to go ahead and just do the setup on that. Like, I've been working on this computer a lot lately. I recently changed it to, like, an SSD to just try to get it to work. And now it boots up fast as fuck, but now my old storage drives that I had here are kicking it. So it's like, man, this thing's just it's patchworked. It's
oh god, your baby's dying.
Yeah, at this point it's starting to feel like, you know, the what is it, the ship of Theseus. It's like it's like I keep on replacing little parts, but I still keep the parts around. So it's like I could rebuild the computer exactly as it was at some point, and it's like, which one's the original computer, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever, you know. If it's gotta happen, it's gotta happen. It's better. It's better this than to have to just, like, you know, suffer. Cause, like, I even offloaded all the actual work onto my laptop, and then I'm using the Elgato just to stream it onto that. Like, I'm trying to offload all of the actual, like, you know, drawing software and all the crazy BS like you know, that way. And it still is pinging at 100%. So it's like, if lowering it, if getting OBS alone brings it down even like 20%, that is a huge benefit for me, because, like, my stream crashes so frequently.
No, I understand. Usually with Streamlabs, I would always have that kind of problem, and then I just started slowly moving into OBS Studios, and honestly, it made my life a whole lot easier. So I would suggest probably give OBS Studios a shot before you
give the old
decide
vanilla
anything.
back another shot.
Yeah, go vanilla. See if it works. I mean, it worked for me, but
I mean, your computer ain't no slouch either. Like, you got a pretty deep, like, strong ass laptop, and it's like, if your computer had issues with it, fuck like, does my computer from 2010 running an i5 of all things, like, gonna do?
Yeah, it's like, like, just for reference, I have an i9.
Oh, fuck off!
I'm not fucking around when I say that. I have an i9.
Oh my god! Fuck off! What generation do you know?
Fuck no, I can't really. Wait, can it? Oh, 8th gen.
Fuck off! That is
no.
Let me tell you. You want to know how bad my situation is? I got 4th gen. 4th gen i5.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, you don't realize how old technology is until you put it in perspective.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up? What's up?
Damn.
You got something to say?
No, I'm speechless.
Yeah, so was
Not
I
even
when I
gonna
fucking
lie.
realized, oh my god, I'm still rocking a 4th gen. God damn it. And I need to... The thing is, if I upgrade my computer, I have to upgrade everything. I have to upgrade the motherboard, RAM, and CPU. Cause,
at that point, you might as well just get a new unit.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, what about you? Give me what's your introduction? What are you about?
All right. Well, where to begin? My name's John. You know, but a lot of people on the internet will just call me Joe. I accept either or.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird, hearing a nickname that you just decide to use on the internet and that's what you're being called out loud.
Yeah.
It sounds weird, but I got used to it,
Yeah. I can imagine.
I live stream on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I've been playing Persona 4
hell yeah,
on Mondays and Tuesdays, and that's actually something I kind of want to talk to you about a little bit. Because Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
I recently started getting into Melty Blood.
Nice.
So I picked up day 1 Type Lumina.
Is it good?
Then Kirby just asked that on chat. I'm gonna get to that if you really want me to talk about it.
Oh my God! He's fucking. He's trying to bait for retention. Look at this. He's got all this. He's seasoned. You can tell he's seasoned because he's baiting for retention now.
Oh my God. Great. I lost my train of thought. Thank you, Mig.
Sorry. You were talking about the games that you've been getting into. You day 1 bought Melty Blood.
Yeah, day 1 bought Melty Blood. Still trying to get my shit together for YouTube videos. I do have a YouTube channel that that I have been linking on my Twitch channel. It's now I actually have a Nightbot to make things easier. And fuck me that I was able to figure out how to do chroma key before I figured out how to do Nightbot. Like, seriously, dude. I figured, like, I threw together a chroma key.
Oh wait, you've done like face reveals and stuff, or?
Yeah, like I literally started I started using my webcam.
Oh my God. I did not know that day would ever come.
Yeah, I decided to do it. I was like, you know what, fuck it, why not? I wanted to do something like that.
Yeah.
I wanted to, have some kind of chroma key instead of just having everything be shown.
I've heard that having your face on the stream is actually better for the stream. Did you notice an uptick?
Not too big. I mean, the only uptick that I've noticed was mostly when I went back to play Dead or Alive 6 for a little bit. But that's because I really wanted to play Dead or Alive 6. But, I don't know, maybe there is. I haven't really noticed because I just focus on the game.
True.
And to make sure that everything works. And so far it has worked, but I do want to get an actual green screen.
I bought one.
You bought one?
Yeah, I have one. I just haven't gone around to like fully using it, but I've tested it out and it works.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, it's super cheap. You can get it for like $20 on Amazon.
I know. I was thinking of getting one, but I'm gonna have to wait until possibly next paycheck because I got a trip coming up. Me and Natalie are gonna go to Universal for Horror Nights.
Oh my God, that's so cool! I've always wanted to go. Holy shit, that's so fucking cool. I love that. She's
such a horror nut, and it's weird that she loves the horror genre.
I don't know, man. I feel like horror is one of those genres that get a lot of like bad rap. Like, I feel like there's this perception that's just like, oh, you like horror? You must be like a psycho or something. And it's just like, it's not like that. Sometimes it's just fun to get scared, you know?
It's not. Yeah, I guess I get that it's fun to get scared. Is just my nerves tend to get the better of me, and if you try to scare me, I cannot be held responsible for who's getting hurt.
Oh my God, John, you need to fucking fix that shit before you go to Horror Nights.
I know. I've been trying to. And it's like,
oh man,
it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's just...
You gotta walk around with pillows on your fists.
Boy, I'd be walking around with fucking sock and boppers.
Just walking around Halloween Horror Nights, and it's just like, look, I can't be held responsible for what I'm about to boom, what I'm about to do. With the fucking sock and boppers. Oh man, that's so funny. I love that.
Oh my god. But yeah, we're gonna be going up there on Wednesday and just coming back around like Thursday evening.
Holy shit, this Wednesday?
Yeah.
God damn. Yo, this is like, I thought this was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be happening like, at some point this month. I didn't think it was gonna be like then. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, we actually had this planned a month in advance.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, no, I get that. What is it, the 15th? The 15th, I got like a show coming up, and I'm like so hyped to go. This is like a band I really like.
Oh shit, word?
Yeah. We actually bought the tickets like the day it got announced, so it's like been like 6 or 7 months that we've been waiting for this damn show.
Well, who's playing?
It's Modest Mouse.
Oh, you're going to that concert?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh man, yo, tell me how it is.
Oh man, I fucking
tell me how it is when you go, man.
I actually saw them live like not too long ago because they were doing like a double thing with the Black Keys.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. And also really really lucky because it turns out one, they don't really do tours too much. Them doing tours is very complicated. They have a very mixed history with like just sometimes just being like, yeah, you know what, we're done with the tour, and just giving up halfway through. And also two, their set list is variable, so sometimes it changes. They could one night have one set list, and then like literally the next night have a completely different set list. And we were lucky that every song that we wanted to hear was there. Like, the luckiest shit in the world that we heard every song we wanted to, because literally the show before and the show right after, they didn't have any of those fucking songs.
God damn.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. It's so cool. What a good time. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
Bro, I've honestly, like, I haven't really heard a lot of Honest Mouse outside of Float On, mostly because of Guitar Hero.
Oh, Float On is on Guitar Hero? I had no idea.
Yeah, it's on a World Tour.
Oh man, it's such a hard band to recommend because it's so specific. But like my favorite album is definitely and this is very like surface level shit. Like I'll probably get some shit for it, but it's like,
yeah,
my favorite album is Good News for People Who Love Bad News, which is the album that Float On is from. But I just feel like melodically and structurally, it's just such a fantastic album. It's one of those things that's like, you hear one song from that album, you can't help but to listen to the whole album. Like, just be like, okay, now I gotta listen to the whole fucking thing. You know how sometimes you'll hear like a song alone and you're like, it's not the same. Let me listen to the whole last album again.
To be honest, or honestly, that's like kind of with me with Kill Switch Engage.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody has those albums.
Yeah, but here's the thing: I can't just listen to one song. I have to listen to all their albums.
The whole album, whole discography.
Their whole discography, like from the ones that I actually enjoy, like the ones that I actually save, because I'm not too big on their most earliest records. But as soon as the album that had Howard Jones, I think his name was, that is when I started getting into Kill Switch again via Guitar Hero. They had the song My Curse on there, and that's when I kind of started getting into that genre.
Interesting.
And honestly, is this as it kept going, is like I started following a lot of their more recent stuff, but I never went back to their older stuff. Anything before when they introduced Howard Jones, I don't listen to.
Interesting.
But I'll listen to every other album.
That's so interesting. But like you get me though, right? I feel
Yeah,
like
I
everybody
get you.
has those bands and albums and artists. It's just like you hear one song and it's just like you can't help but just like keep listening to more. That
for real.
Yeah. Fucking what is it? Kendrick Lamar. I do that with. I hear one song off of To Pimp a Butterfly, and I fucking have to listen to the whole album. That album's like 2 hours long, so it's like. How long is that album? All I know is it's a fucking. It's an investment, dude. Every time I sit down and listen to this album, I'm always like, fuck, this is longer than I remember. Every time, without fail, I always have that same thought. You think by now I would learn? You think by now I would learn? I'm like, no, we ain't done yet. We gonna keep listening to this shit. Fantastic album though. But yeah, give that a shot if you want to like get more into them. It's just the best way to describe what that album feels like. It's like this sort of specific melancholy that you get. You know, it's like this album that's just like it brings up all of this these sort of like sad, frustrated emotions. And just sort of coming to peace with that. Because it has like it has a weird like almost narrative arc as like Stacy describes it. It's like it has like a rising action and then like resolution at the end. It's really good. I think structurally it's one of their better albums. So yeah.
What's the name of the album again?
Good News for People Who Love Bad News.
Good News for People. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Oliver. I have a cat that's distracting me right now.
I showed Stacy that album, and then like a little while later, she got tattoos of the lyrics. Oh God, it's good that it just had that kind of an impact. Because like this was an album that was so important to me for so long. But yeah,
oh man,
give it a shot. What about what projects do you have in the works right now? I have interview questions lined up for you.
All right, fair enough. Right now, like I'm still trying to get this fucking Mortal Kombat video out. I'm trying to get myself to actually work on this thing. It's just I have a look. Honestly, the video itself is not my main priority.
No,
like in all honesty, like I do these videos more as a hobby. Live streaming for me, the fact that it's easier and that I have more of immediacy into the content is something that I could do a little more consistently, as I'm able to do that set times and whatnot. But with these videos, since it's more of a time commitment and needing to put things together, as hobbies usually have things to do for that. There's a lot of other things that take a higher priority, and since this is one of my more longer videos, I can tell you right now, it's like 37 minutes long, probably.
God damn, John. I feel like every time I talk to you, you add like an extra 10 minutes.
I don't know. Last time I gave an estimate, it was around 40 minutes.
God, okay. Well,
so,
at least you're doing better, I suppose.
Like, honestly, as of right now, like, I already have all the audio completed. So, with all that, it comes up to around, like, 30-something minutes.
Okay.
And honestly, I'm gonna have to. I know I told you this before, but just to put it on record, I am thinking about changing the way how I tackle these videos.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Like this whole thing has been such a huge ordeal, and I think it's entirely because of the structure that you've chosen for it.
Yeah, but you know, this honestly, like, how else will somebody learn? Like, I learned this the hard way. I did this to myself. I didn't know better.
I mean, it's fine. You know, you live and learn, as Sonic the Hedgehog says.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm still trying to like, I have pretty much everything I need organized to, you know, to get the video going and to, you know, whenever I do get to work on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been trying to get a lot of things out of the way first. Like, my dad has been getting into some very interesting readings.
Interesting.
Like, he's been reading a lot of interesting books, and one of them that he got me into was more how to make money off of debt.
Interesting.
Which led me to a website that is interesting in itself, where you invest in loans.
Okay. Okay. And how does that function?
All right.
If you don't mind getting into it, because this sounds like it's gonna be a whole discussion in of itself.
No, it pretty much is a bit of a discussion in itself, because how it works is more, you are giving a bit of cash to somebody who needs this particular loan, and you'll be getting the money back. So say somebody needs a loan of like $5,000.
Yeah.
That loan is going to be put on a queue for people who would invest in your loan. The loan is usually only up in queue for like 14 days. If it did not make at least 70% of its goal, the loan is pretty much canceled and everybody gets their money back.
Okay. But okay, so first off, who is organizing this?
This website is called Prosper. Let me
pull it up.
Prosper.com, Prosper Marketplace. I could send you the link if you want.
Okay.
It's pretty much like an equity line that leads into all of this.
But then I think I don't get how it is that you make money off of this.
You make money off of the interest rates.
Oh, so okay, that's what I wanted to know, if there are interest rates.
There are interest rates depending on the loan requested credit score. So say that guy who needs a loan for $5,000 has good credit, like 7% interest rate. You make money off of that 7%.
Interesting. Okay.
So it's like, all right, I'll give you $25 of the $5,000 you need. You get $25 back with it, with 7% interest.
Okay.
And I found that very interesting. And I figured, you know what? My dad is always into this crazy shit. And he always backs it up. Because I can't argue with a man who actually has done readings.
Yeah.
So, like, always take all of his information and hear every single fact that I'm like, I can't even argue with this. I might as well check this out.
Okay.
Like, the whole thing with the currency trading, like, I found that interesting, but like, that requires me a whole bunch of research that I do not have the time to do.
The currency trading thing was like, that made so much fucking sense, but goddamn, bro, that's basically like running the stock market in of itself.
Pretty much, man. It's like, I get it, and I see people who could obviously make a killing off of it, but god damn it, there's so much information out there that I can't even be bothered. But then he brought this to my attention. I'm like, you know what? Let's see. And then, I started looking into it. I was like, all right. But then a very big question came up.
Yeah.
So I asked him one day. So, Dad, let me ask you something. This is something that just came right out of the blue, but out of nowhere. Like, I was at work and I was just thinking about this, or like I was at home and I had a high thought. Yeah, I was at home and I was really fucking high, and Prosper just came to mind. Can you legally get a loan from Prosper and use that money to invest in other people's loans? Yes. It is absolutely legal to request a loan and use the money use that money to invest in other loans.
Okay. This sounds like a whole kettle of fish, and I think this is a whole conversation this is a whole podcast in of itself, having this conversation. Because now I'm fucking now you got me invested, but I'm like, man, this sounds like I need to do plenty of research before I feel comfortable like going one way or the other on this. And like I'm pulling up articles right now and I'm reading into this right as we're speaking.
Like, in all honesty, I wouldn't go that far. No way in hell. Like, I have other priorities that I need to do, like pay off my credit cards. But I don't think it would hurt, just using a little bit of cash to build it.
Yeah.
Like, it really doesn't need a lot. I think it's like the minimum is like $25. And they do tell you how their credit score is.
Wait, it doesn't matter how the credit score is, or?
No. If you're requesting the loan, the credit score does matter. But if you are going to be an investor, I don't think they check your credit score, but they do, of course, require, legal information like bank information, utilities, etc.
Sí, toda la mierda. I mean, I would imagine, because it's like, it's one of those things where it's just like, why would they care about your credit score? You're the one already giving them money.
Pretty much.
It's like, they only care about credit score if, like, you're receiving money. Like, yeah, it's like Stacy and I have decent, pretty good credit score, and it's because we pay off our shit like fast as fuck. But like they don't care what our credit score is when we're paying them. Like, that doesn't matter. What matters is that they know that we're good to like pay for the money. Like, we're good to pay them back.
Yeah, and that's honestly how it works. And just seeing Prosper, and like, honestly, like, I already put some money into this.
How'd it go?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to get back to you sometime later, because the money doesn't get cleared until tomorrow.
Okay.
and then that's when I'm gonna start investing.
What's the insurance on this? Like, are you insured at all on your investment?
I've only skimmed through the terms of service.
Yeah, see that's a big question when it comes to these kind of projects. It's like, are you insured at all on your investment? Let's say this person dips and never pays off their shit ever. What guarantee do you have that like you will at least be able to break even if someone decides to take the money and run?
I may need to look into the terms of service again. Like, no, like in all honesty, I did read the terms of service, but I can't remember anything of the terms of service.
Article 5, sentence 17. Fucking, yeah, it's very, it's one of those things where it's like you want to be as aware of these kind of things as possible. It's one of those situations where reading the terms of service is like necessary. It's not like we're fucking downloading Audacity here. This is like real money situation that's going on.
Yeah.
It could end up like, like causing some damage if you're not careful. So, this podcast does not have any financial advice. This is just conversational. We are literally just looking into this. This is not an endorsement of Prosper right now.
No, this is not an endorsement of Prosper. This is more of do your own research, see what it is for yourself.
Yeah, so definitely do your own research. Even if someone is telling you, oh, this thing is great, you don't know who's in their pocket. You don't know, who's paying them. You don't know what's going on. Always do your own research.
You know, in all honesty, like let's be real, really quick. Mm-hmm. That if there's one thing that people really need to do more of is doing their own research.
It's the internet's like right there, It's like you're using the internet to listen to this. You have access to all this information. You should be able to do it on your own. It's just you gotta also be responsible about things. If someone tells you, oh yeah, this product is great, and they're a reviewer, and they were paid to say that, you want to believe them. It's up to them to have to disclose that. If not, I'm pretty sure there's some legal repercussions for that. That's why a lot of, like for example, YouTube reviewers nowadays, they always disclose. It's just like, oh yeah, this includes a paid promotion, or this product was provided by this company for review purposes. It's just like, so you're aware of like there may be some bias.
Yeah,
but
and in all honesty, that the fact that the internet is so accessible, to a lot, we don't really use it to our advantage.
I remember there was this one fucking TikTok I saw from this guy. Fuck, I forgot his name. But it was just like, you have access to the internet. You can go ahead and look up anything you want and be able to freely find all of the information that is available on a topic. You can find literally libraries of people telling you that something is wrong, but now that the internet is so open and available, you will find one or two articles that will say that you're right, and then you will use that as your sanctioned evidence. Even though there's like mountains and mountains and mountains of evidence that goes on the contrary,
Honestly, it's like, if you see more than 4 pieces of, just 4 different sites that gives the same information, that's already telling your answer.
To a point. There's also the fact that, hey, if you're going to articles to get your information, don't do that. I can't tell you how many fucking times I've ended up in like an article spiral I guess I'll call it, like a fucking downward spiral, where it's literally articles just grabbing the same piece of information and repasting it over and over and over again ad nauseum, repeating the same fucking thing, even though it's wrong.
Bro, I fucking hate that.
Oh, God. It happens so fucking often. Do you have an Android, right? Yeah, you do.
Yes, I do.
Do you have the fucking thing where it's like you swipe all the way to the left and you get like the Google...
All the Google articles?
Yes.
Bro, do you know... do you have any idea how many times I saw Bayonetta 3 has finally had an official trailer? I'm like, bro, I get it. That was a week ago. Can you stop?
Dog, you're fucking telling me. I read Dragon Ball Super. You know what it is? That this manga comes out. Every chapter is like, it takes a month to come out. Throughout that entire month, everybody and their mother is writing an article about the shit that happened in that fucking issue as though it came out that day. It is so frustrating.
Hey, Mig, have you heard of Vegeta's new form? They called it Ultra Ego.
Oh my god, literally, like, from day one till, like, the day the new chapter came out, it was just people like, oh my god, Vegeta has a new form. Check out Vegeta's new form. You're not gonna believe this. In Dragon Ball Super's newest issue, fucking Vegeta got a new form. Vegeta just got a new form. And I'm like, dog, it's been 3 weeks. Shut up. Everything that you're gonna say has already been said. And if not, read the fucking manga. It's right there. I'm pretty sure, like, the newest chapters are the free chapters. So fucking just read the damn thing. Read it. It's decent, you know? Shit's going somewhere. Fucking, Bardock is canon now, so shit's happening.
Bardock is officially canon. Holy shit.
Oh my god, John, you don't understand. Bardock is not just canon. They're doing something with him.
Oh my god, now I gotta read Dragon Ball Super manga. Man, alright.
Well, to be fair, like, the moral arc was good. It was definitely better than the other arcs. Skip everything before the moral arc. You do not need to know. I'm gonna give you that heads up. Like, everything before the moral arc is just the anime, but not as fleshed out.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean that it's like, so what happens is, the structure how it goes is Akira Toriyama tells both the anime studio, Toei Animation, I believe, and the guy who does the manga, because Akira Toriyama doesn't do the actual manga anymore.
Yeah.
What is it? Toyotaro?
Wait. The anime and the manga were pretty much being made both at the same time.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And the Tournament of Power ended up having like two separate events taking place because the anime was actually ahead of the manga. Yeah.
So what ended up happening is, Akira Toriyama gives both Toei Animation and Toyotaro, the guy who does the Dragon Ball Super manga, he gives them an outline for what the narrative needs to be. He's like, these are the narrative beats you need to hit. However you get there is up to you. And so Toyotaro will often prefer like more action-based scenes, whereas the anime has more time to actually like develop, like, you know, a lot more of the narrative. Because guess what? Toyotaro's manga comes out every month, and Dragon Ball Super came out every week, so they had more fleshed out like narratives.
Yeah.
And so what ends up is, both of these stories are technically canon. Both of these interpretations are canon, but you know, it's more about the gist of what's happening than what's actually happening per se.
Yeah.
Except for what's going on right now, and you can tell immediately there's been a narrative shift, because now it went from right after the Tournament of Power. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, insert fucking the Broly movie here.
Okay.
It's oh yeah, and then they fought Broly. Now's what happens. Then they started actually focusing on that, and that's why the anime hasn't come out in a while. Is because the manga was severely suffering from this. There's just not as much development going on there. And so the moral arc, I feel, was a return to actual, like, villain-focused plots. Yeah. Where, there's a couple cogs spinning at the same time. It's not just, oh, we need to go fight Goku Black. We need to fight this villain who's, like, the same villain 3 times or whatever. But, like, time travel and all that bullshit. But literally,
the Goku Black arc was the wackest thing ever.
So boring. I was
holy shit.
Just shit happens. That's really it. It's like nothing really interesting going on. It feels like a very, very underwhelming version of like the future Trunks arc, but like nothing really new. It just felt like retreads of whatever. Anyway,
it's cool that they brought Trunks back. It was like, yeah, we remember future Trunks, but he's actually from a different universe of a time period.
And yeah,
it's so, like, wait, what?
It's really
and why
weird.
Is his hair blue?
It's so fucking whack. But whatever. Then we end up with the moral arc. Moral arc, good. Not great, but good. And then after that, we're in the arc we're in now, which is they're calling it the Granola Arc.
Oh, right, Granola.
Yeah, Granola's pretty cool. And they finally got to the point that I've been here like, oh my god, just fucking... Sure, the fight scene's cool, but for fuck's sake, dude, just, like, talk. Just talk. And so now they're actually like figuring shit out. And there's gears turning, there's multiple things at play, which is for the better. I think reading the Frieza arc, for example, like I feel like the Frieza arc was one of the best written like pieces of like shonen that I've read in a while, because dude, there are so many characters that are doing shit. There is shit happening every fucking second in the Frieza arc, and everyone's decisions is having repercussions on people that have no idea that the other person is even there. Like, it's so well written. There's so much happening. There's so many like conflicting characters in that, and each one has their own motives. It's so great. And I kind of miss that. I miss that about like Dragon Ball, being able to just like have all of these characters really exploring themselves and exploring the narrative, and each one with their own like objectives. I feel like Vegeta was definitely one of the best additions into Dragon Ball, because he's always off doing his own fucking thing. And so,
you know what now?
Yeah?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish up. I'm sorry.
And so he just always adds like so much variety to what's happening. But because of Super, he and Goku are just working together all the time.
Yeah.
That variety isn't there anymore.
Like, honestly, now that you mentioned the Frieza arc, I have to agree with you. Like, I can't... Like, every character in the whole Namek arc has some kind of involvement. Like, they all did something. At the same time, like the Saiyan Attack Saga was also really good too, because of how it was structured. I can't remember if every character was involved in Cell.
It didn't matter if every character was involved, because the characters that were involved were all, like, there were so many involved regardless, Sure, Yamcha still had something to do. You had so much happening in the Cell arc. Oh my god.
Yamcha had something to do. Yeah, he died.
Yeah, Yamcha died, but like...
What'd he do?
I mean, Yamcha was a jobber from day one, let's be honest.
Exactly, that's not really saying much.
Yamcha was a fucking jobber from the first day. But I feel like everybody, there's just so much happening. They made Tien cool!
They did make TN cool.
Oh my god, there was fucking, and you had the androids, you had fucking Dr. Gero, you had Trunks, you had Gohan, you had Piccolo.
What I liked about the Cell arc is that everybody did badass shit.
Everybody had
That's
a moment.
The thing.
Everybody had
a moment, and Gohan took the spotlight.
Oh god, so good.
And then Gohan happened, and then the Boo arc happened, and Toriyama was like, "Nope, they killed my boy."
I feel so bad for Gohan. I feel like Gohan had so much potential.
Bro, he did, and he killed my boy. Like,
they massacred my boy.
my poor boy. He didn't do anything. He just wanted to be cool. Like, honestly, like, it kind of got to the point where, like, I tried to at least play Gohan in some kind of iteration of Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I play any of the PS2 Dragon Ball games, I have to play Gohan at some point.
The Great Saiyaman!
Oh, no, fuck that noise. No, fuck that. I wouldn't even touch that with a 32.5-foot pole.
You don't like The Great Saiyaman?
It was the stupidest thing I have ever seen.
So dumb. This
Dude,
fucking Beautiful Joe looking motherfucker.
Bro, when I see Gohan go Super Saiyan 2 just to beat the shit out of Cell, a kid doing something that Goku nor Vegeta could do, and beating up the bad guy, and then you made him become Super Sentai. Are you fucking kidding me? That is the ultimate disrespect. You don't do that. You ultimately just massacred any chance he would have had of being cool again.
It's so fucking funny. Man, I just feel like the Super now, because, like, in the moral arc, Goku and Vegeta get separated, which makes it great, because now, like, shit is actually happening and there's multiple characters doing things. But that's what I'm talking about. I feel like there's just not enough happening. You know? It's just sort of like, oh, they gotta fight the villain. They beat the villain. There you go. Or let's be more accurate.
It just feels like villain of the week.
Yeah, it's just like, it felt, let's be honest, it's Vegeta gets strong. Vegeta fight boss. Vegeta loses. Goku shows up. Goku fight boss. Goku win. That's how it always goes. And it's kind of frustrating.
It kind of depends. I mean, in Z, it used to be Vegeta go fight bad guy. Vegeta starts winning. Vegeta fucks up.
Mm-hmm.
Vegeta loses.
But that's the thing. I feel like everybody's starting to get sick of this plot thread where it's just like Vegeta will never be the one to, you know, be the hero. It'll always be Goku. I think everybody's starting to get sick of it. All I see on Twitter is just people just being like, why are they doing my boy so dirty? Why are they doing him so dirty all the fucking time?
Honestly, I think that started with Gohan. Like, Gohan could have easily just kept going.
Yeah.
They cut him so short.
Well, whatever, man. It is what it is. The whole point being, fucking, I like reading Super, but I fully understand that this is just not as great as it used to be, and it feels a lot of the time like nowadays it feels like Toriyama's just like, oh, let's have some more fun with this. Let's start actually writing some cool shit. So if you want to get into it, start from the moral arc and you're gonna have a good time. Get fucking, let me just tell this to everybody. Get the Shonen Jump app, for fuck's sake. It's $2 a month. It's so good. Fuck,
at that point, like, why not?
Yeah, dude, that was literally my thought. I'm just like, yeah, you know what? $2 a month, it don't hurt. I'll just go ahead and pay for it. And then if I don't like it, it's $2. And then I don't think I've spent like even 2 days without reading something on Shonen Jump. I have not read manga as much as like when I got that shit. I started reading shit like Chainsaw Man, fucking amazing. Chainsaw Man is amazing. Read shit like fucking Spy X Family, really funny, really good. I read man, just there's so much cool shit. Dr. Stone. I fucking caught up with Dr. Stone, and I still can't believe I did that. That shit's 200 chapters now.
What the fuck?
I caught up with that shit. It was fucking great. I had so much fun with it.
Jesus Christ, you menace.
Oh my god. I feel like Dr. Stone is one of those shows that very few people will get into, and it's entirely because the fucking, what's it called? The premise is very misleading. Like, the way people describe it is just like, oh yeah, everybody on Earth turned to stone, and 3,000 years later, this one kid breaks out and has to figure out how to free all of humanity. Right?
Okay.
That sounds like, okay, that's alright, but I feel like I already know what's going to happen. He's going to spend so long trying to figure out the cure and trying to figure out how to break people out. No, he knows the cure. Day one, he knows it. He knows how to do it. It's not about that. It's not about him trying to find the cure to de-stone humanity. It's about the fucking drama and politics that occur with that shit. It's about, like, trying
Who do you actually unfreeze?
Exactly. Like, bro, they unfroze one guy, and he was like this stupid strong guy who literally fought off a fucking lion. And right after this guy, it's just like, oh yeah, I will smash these people, these adults and whatever. And fucking this guy's like, those were people. You understand that you just killed someone, right? And he's just like, it didn't matter because they were, like, aggressive people. And now that everybody's turned to stone, we can start over and only free the people who are, like, who are going to, keep humanity going forward rather than these people who are going to keep holding it back. And then the scientist kid's just like, yeah, no, I want to free everyone because what the fuck? I don't get to decide that. And then, like, a war starts. Like, it is fucking awesome.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
It is way more interesting.
Holy shit.
It's way more interesting when you know that than when it's first introduced to you. Like, the first concept is like, that's cool and all, but when you understand what the story's actually about, now you know. Like, oh, okay, this is fun. This is interesting. It's like fucking and like everything they do is like real world science. That's the craziest part. It's like real world science shit, and the whole time I'm reading this, I'm just like, oh, they're gonna fucking build a dynamo. And then they build an actual fucking dynamo. And I'm like, oh my god, they actually built a fucking electrical dynamo. What the fuck? I'm reading this shit, I'm just like, it feels like they're gonna, like, use radio frequencies at this point. And it's just like, now we're gonna build a fucking radio. And I'm like, what the fuck? These are actually, like, real scientific concepts that they're putting into practice and actually doing shit with it. They have a scientific consultant to help with the writing.
That sounds amazing.
Oh, it's so good. It's so well done. It's so well written. It's fantastic. Give it a read if you fucking want. It's really good, and I think not a lot of people give it the credit it deserves because that initial description just leaves so much unsaid that makes you assume things that are
like
not
it really
at
did.
all.
It didn't really leave a lot to the imagination.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like you're sort of just like, oh, I know where this is going. It's so much better. It's so much better than where you think it's going, and it's because of the way it's fucking presented to a lot of people. You know, it's you go at this with the wrong expectation. But I wouldn't have known this if I didn't have the Shonen Jump app for $2 a month. Fuck off! It's so good. It's a fantastic deal. Plus, you get access to like all of the library, like. The majority of the Shonen Jump library you have access to when you pay just $2 a month. I've been reading fucking shit that I haven't read in years. That I haven't finished in years because I'm like, well, it's there. Fuck it. Let me just give it a shot. And I started reading Black Cat. I started reading, Black Cat. Holy fuck. I started reading that shit when I was in high school, late middle school. And now I'm able to read it all from the beginning. because I pay $2 a month, and then I have access to all the new shit. Fuck off. So good. This is not an ad, I promise. This is not an ad.
Yeah, this is not an ad for Shonen Jump, even though that is a very good deal. I would do some, read some manga, but I have books here that I should read. A lot by James Patterson.
Oh, yeah. You got, like, fucking hella books. Hella James
We
Patterson.
have a lot of fucking books, man. And they're in good quality, too, except for my copy of The Goblet of Fire. Yeah, that shit's paperback, and it being a fat fucking book, the spine did not hold up too well.
Yeah, man, there's so many actual, like, books I want to read. But it's like, it takes so much fucking time to actually do it, and, like, it's such a, like, concentration, like, investment.
It really is.
That's sort of why I prefer, like, reading and, like, working on manga, because it's just, like, it's so engaging. It just does so much. And it's so much fun to work on, honestly. Fuck. I need to actually, like, get around to working on my fucking shit. Because I've been working on the narrative for my comic. But it's like
coward.
I have to. You know what I've been doing a lot? I've been going on YouTube, and I'm just like, oh yeah, fuck it. Let me just put on some videos of, like, people talking about them doing, like, comics and all that stuff, and just tips and stuff, so I can feel a little bit better prepared and maybe get myself in the mood. And every fucking time, I always have the same reaction. I already know this shit. I should just get started. Every time. I have not had a moment where I'm just like, oh yeah, this is brand new information to me. Every time I'm just like, yeah, no, I already know this. I should just fucking start already. Because there's no time better than the present. In fact, I don't think I've sent you some of the pictures for Caster that I've recently drawn.
No, you haven't sent me anything new about Caster, no.
I'll send you some stuff. On that note, I should probably start posting some of this stuff more publicly.
You should.
Yeah.
You should.
Because honestly, I think it looks great. I think it all looks really fucking good. And I just need to make sure that I got the narrative fixed and, like, ready to go. Because there's just so much. There's so much I want to do with this story, and the more time I take, the more I'm, like, fine-tuning certain aspects of it.
Yeah.
But it's like, at some point, it's just like, fuck it, like, I gotta hit the ground running at some point. But yeah.
Alright, so, really quick, given the amount of time we have, like, we're planning to go for, like, an hour 30, or...
Because, I mean, what time did we start?
We started an hour ago.
An hour. Yeah, we can go another few minutes. Like, we can go to an hour 30.
You wanna do the hour 30 mark?
Yeah. So.
All right. So in that case, then we probably have, like, room for one more topic.
Yes, one more topic, and I think I know exactly what I want to do.
Well, I was gonna give you a choice between two, but I'm curious how you want to go about it.
What are we doing with copious amounts?
What are we doing with copious amounts? You know what? Fair enough.
I think that's a good topic. I think that's valid.
Yeah, that's a valid enough topic.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing with copious amounts? Well, aside from our the Discord server pretty much being open for those who just wants to, just hang out, talk shit, show off your craft a little bit, whether you're into music or arts, you do live streams, you make YouTube videos, we want to try to support that in, in whatever way we can. We'll, help you, give tips or whatnot, or you just want to just talk and hang out, that's fine too, play games. But in regards to me and Mig, since we used to do copious amounts of live streams.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Copious amounts of live streams. Why not?
That just sort of landed on our laps.
Yeah, I was just rolling with it, man. And and the last thing that we did was Copious Amounts of Halo 2. We did finish the game. We played a little bit of the multiplayer, and as of right now, it's more of when is Copious Amounts of Halo 3. And we've talked about it, and I'm not sure, did we agree on doing copious amounts of Halo, like copious amounts of live streams and copious amounts of talking twice a month?
Yeah, I think that was the agreement. I think that's the best way to do it. So, if you don't mind me taking over.
Shoot.
So what I think personally, and from what we talked about, the best way to go about this is, we stream 1 week the podcast, Copious Amounts of Talking, and then the next week we do an actual Copious Amounts live stream. Another one of our ridiculous topics that we usually do. If it's not, copious amounts of Halo, it's copious amounts of some other fucking harebrained scheme that we came up with.
Copious amounts of dungeon monsters.
That was so fun. Remember, Dungeon Dice Monster was so much fun for no reason.
Again, dog. I'm serious.
Oh man,
I'll play that shit again with you. I don't give a fuck. That was fun.
Deadass, I'm fucking ready to do it again, man. That shit was fucking great. I love that game. I'm so sad that neither one of us knew that the other existed when we each had that game as children. But
bro, let alone Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh my god. Fuck. On that note, I've been getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh. We'll talk about that later.
Next episode.
That is a whole topic in of itself.
For real.
But yeah, so that means that next week we'll probably be doing another Copious Amounts live stream, and we'll finally be getting back into it if you're good with that.
Most likely, yeah.
That sounds fantastic to me.
Let me see here. So this, actually no. Given that this is a fresh month, this actually will work out for us.
Nice.
This will work out for us. So, being the first Sunday of October, this is, of course, the first episode of Copious Amounts of Talking for our podcast. Next Sunday, the 10th, that's going to be the Copious Amounts of Halo 3 at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Then the 17th is another episode of the podcast, and 24th is the second part of Halo.
Sounds perfect.
So,
hey, Animal Man's here.
Animal Man's here, nice. MCI's here, Kirby's here.
We have completely ignored the chat.
I mean, granted, this is more, just talking shit and whatnot. Like, the one of the things I was actually wanted to see if you wanted to talk about as well is more, did you want to talk about Melty Blood, or did you want to talk about Persona 4? Because now that we got the official stuff out of the way,
now we can fuck around.
We can fuck around a little bit more now.
Yeah. Let's start with Persona 4.
You want to talk? All right. You want to start with Persona 4? That's going to be the rest of our time, I guarantee you. But I could work with that.
Okay. What's up?
I really hate that not really regarding Persona, but more in terms of Shin Megami Tensei. I hate that my first experience with Shin Megami Tensei was Double Summoner. Because I've only put 20 hours into Persona 4, and what was it? Like 8 of those hours was me not playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Persona 4. Like, I get it. I understand why people love this game.
It's Persona 4 is genuinely just one of those games that you play and it just immediately engages you. Because it's just it does this fantastic thing, and you can tell that was what they wanted to do with some of the other ones. I just feel like Persona 4 was one of the first ones to really master the concept of like just making it feel like you're playing through an anime.
And that's exactly what it is that it oddly hooked me in. That it Persona 4 is playing an entire anime series.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird because when I was just starting out the game, I think it was it 8 hours? Yeah, I think it was like some odd fucking time, like 8 or so hours. Because dude, that intro is fucking long.
Yeah, no, it takes a while to get started, which is honestly on your second playthrough it's a detriment. On your first playthrough, it's so engaging.
Like, yeah, I guess it's engaging, but literally, like when I was live streaming, I was just bro. Like honestly, I was bored out of my fucking mind. It's like I'm reading. Like this is a visual novel. Okay, the tag makes sense.
Fucking
like I'm not really too big on. As someone who loves playing RPGs, I'm not really too big on visual novels.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be real with you. Visual novels are definitely one of those things. It's like, it's very, very hit or miss. It's like, you gotta make sure your story's fucking fantastic if you're gonna engage me like that. Good example of that is like 999. I would say that's a visual novel.
It is a visual novel with fucking puzzle elements involved, just to keep the player / reader engaged.
Fucking, if you've never played 999, fucking give that a shot. It's so good. It's great.
I played your copy.
Yeah, man. It turns out now I got 2 copies because Stacy also had a copy. So now we got 2 copies of 999 in this fucking house. 999 is what was it called? What was the name of this fucking game series?
Google.
Man, what the fuck was it? Nonary Games.
Yes, Nonary Games.
And so these it's like a game where you're basically stuck in like a Saw situation where you're trapped with a bunch of fucking people and you have to solve puzzles in order to get through it. But what you're told is and this is an important part, in order for you to go out through a door, each person is assigned a number, right? There's 9 people, and each one is assigned a number from 1 through 9. The digital route, which is, you gotta remember what the fuck a digital route is, because that is the main mechanic of this fucking game. Of it needs to add up to 9. So, you can have like a bunch of fucking people going in, but as long as their like number add up to 9 or something, they can go through the door. Yeah, that's the one. That's exactly the one. It was like fucking... It was really good. But, yeah. How the fuck did we end up there? Visual novels are definitely hit or miss. But I feel like that's where... like the SMT and Persona games are like really good. It's like their narratives are just so well crafted a lot of the times. And sometimes that is if you're lucky enough to get a narrative.
Like, I love what I'm reading.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, thankfully that's not a problem, because if your intro is this long and you do not have interesting writing, you're telling me to turn the game off.
Yes.
And that's one thing that I hate in an RPG, is that you're making me feel bored early on. You're supposed to be engrossing me in the world. What's the world building? Where am I? Who am I? Am I supposed to be a specific character? What is this world? How old am I? Etc. Keep it going.
This was
and Persona 4 did all that.
Yeah, it's a thing that really like got mastered. Well, they really fucking like put it into practice by like Persona 3, because Persona 1 and 2, their narratives, Persona 2 specifically, its narrative is great, but they throw you right the fuck into it. They're like, no, we don't need too much of an intro. You've played SMT, you know what you're getting into. And it is so aggressive. It is one of the fucking most difficult games to fucking get into, Persona 1. It took me a minute to figure it out. I did not understand how to play Persona 1 until I played Persona 2. And I only understood how to play Persona 2 because I played Persona 1.
Holy shit. Wait, then how did you learn to play either game?
Because, so...
You wouldn't know how to play Persona 2 unless you played Persona 1, but you wouldn't know how to play Persona 1 without playing Persona 2?
So what ends up happening is they have very, very archaic and specific combat systems. And the only reason I was able to figure out how to play it, because I didn't look up a guide. The only reason I was able to pick up how to play it was because I could tell the design differences between one game and the other. And I'm like, okay, so this is different. So how does that work then? And then I figured out exactly how the combat system works. And now I'm in love with it. I think it's one of the best combat systems I've ever fucking seen in an RPG. But they do fuck all to explain it to you. It is one of the worst explained systems in the fucking series. But it is so much fun. It is so good. Oh god, it's so fucking ass. I really wish they had... This is one of those games where it's just like, yeah, you need a fucking tutorial. Because... it is hard as fuck to figure out what the hell you're doing in Persona 1 without someone holding your hand. There is, like, it is not just about knowing the weakness of your opponent. It is also about knowing the actual, like, I want to say attack pattern, but that implies something completely different. I guess the hitbox pattern that it puts out. And so different attacks, their patterns look different. And so different attacks will hit different enemies on the board. You're playing across two chessboards, by the way.
Wait. So what you're actually referring to is oh god, now I'm losing it.
It is not what if you're going to say it's like a fucking like a Final Fantasy Tactics kind of thing?
No.
Okay.
It's just enemy patterns. Their positioning, pretty much.
Yes, knowing their positioning, but your attack has certain ranges, and so, like I'm saying, there's two chessboards essentially, and you need to arrange your characters in specific spots so their attacks have the happen to line up with the enemies you're dropping down. But also while keeping in mind, with the damage that you're dropping down, but also keeping in mind that your opponents, the other demons, also have the same ability. They also can specifically target you. The benefit you have is that you can take a turn to restack your whole team. There's so much fucking have a placement system a la Mega Man Battle Network.
Yeah, I don't think it would be more like Battle Network, since no matter where you attack, for the most part, I mean, maybe, but I don't think it is.
Let me take a look at it. Let me just.
Well, it is more of a grid-based system, and the way and the attacks are varied between positioning.
Actually, yeah, this looks very similar.
Would it be more like that?
It looks very similar, but this is very simplified.
Yeah.
Like the Persona 1 is like an 8x8 grid on each side. Like, it is fucking huge.
Coño, okay.
It is. It goes hard as fuck. I love it. And just everything is just so fucking detailed for no goddamn reason. And as the games keep on going, they eventually start simplifying shit until the point where it's just like, now you're at a game that you could literally play one-handed, but it is so fun and so user-friendly that it's very easy to forget the fact that this game is fucking really dumbed down. Yeah. Exactly.
P3 onward ditched for it. One more, which is just press turn adapted over from the main series.
Yeah. It is very it just turned into more of a standard RPG. But I kind of, which I think is very much to its detriment, because I kind of loved how complex Persona 1 and Persona 2's battle system was. It was so much fun just having to basically figure out exactly what persona I want my character to have, what weapon I want my character to have, and what positioning I need them to have so their specific attacks that do the damage I need happen to hit. Is so much fun having to do this balancing act, because it's just it very much treats you like a player rather than as someone who just needs to push play to play, And I think
to be, I'm sorry, but like to be fair, I would think that's more in line with the fact that you understand the battle mechanics, which is why you get more of a kick out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You said that it is a bit more of a complex system. It's not going to be something that a lot of people will be able to.
No, that it really was.
Crack.
Yeah, you're right, and that's the problem. It's like the fact that that system is really hard to fucking get into. But this is what I mean when I say that you gotta find the right RPG. Because it's like, I was not someone who liked playing RPG games for a long time, because it was just very difficult to find any that like actually I enjoyed. So I just assumed I didn't like RPGs. But it's always about finding that one that does it right, that opens the door, and you're like, oh my god, no, I get it now.
Yeah, usually it just... I think that goes with a lot of different genres, too. Like, it just takes one game for you to just open up to the genre.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for me, I think that was... Funny enough, that was Kingdom Hearts 2 for me. Like, out of all RPGs that are out there, out of all the RPGs that I own, Kingdom Hearts 2 is what did it for me.
That's interesting. I feel like Kingdom Hearts 2 was a great game, though. I think, being honest, it's a great game.
Like, it really is a great game, but the thing is, like, I never played a Kingdom Hearts game before. Kingdom Hearts 2 was gonna be my start. Like, I didn't know what the story was. I just took what I got and went with it.
Oh my god, you dove right into that shit. You must have been fucking hella confused.
I dove head first, but I stayed for the gameplay.
You must have been hella confused after, like, the first 2 hours when fucking Roxas dips and then Sora walks in.
I mean, I picked up a few things as the story went on, to be honest. Like, I picked up a few things, because then,
like, why the fuck is Mickey Mouse in this bitch?
I don't know, like, I always knew Kingdom Hearts was Disney-related.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always knew it was Disney-related, which is why I picked it up, because it looked actually really fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
But, in all honesty, like, the reason why Kingdom Hearts 2 did it for me, because it was the game in the genre where it made me say, wow, this genre could do that too.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what an action RPG was. What I knew as an RPG was Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm seeing what is like Final Fantasy, but I'm actually doing everything.
That's fucking great. I love that. I feel like action RPGs are one of those things where it's just like, if you're not an RPG guy, getting in through action RPG is like a good way to do it. For me, it was SMT4. I played SMT4 and I'm like, oh my god, this is it. I'm having the fucking time of my life. I fucking love that game. I did the stupid thing of like actually just going around completing all the side quests rather than actually completing the narrative quests, and running into the fucking story head first by accident. I remember there was this one point, and it's so funny. There was this I went into this whole like underground like subway area, and there's like these people who live there now. Because, Tokyo is fucking destroyed. And I went to the and this guy's just like, I haven't been able to go outside in so long. I just need, I would like to get some photos of these places because it's so dangerous to go out there. If you can get those for me, I'll give you some money. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine, sure. I got a camera. And so I went around picking up, going to different places, taking the pictures and all that stuff. And I walk into this one town, and I'm like, awesome. I think the picture needs to be around here somewhere. Where is it? And I walk into a building, and then the fucking antagonist is there. It's just like, so you finally found me, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, no, I found you. Yes, I've been looking for you. Who the fuck is this bitch again? Oh god.
Man. And you know, to bring this full circle, Persona 4 is honestly that game for me when it comes to like trying to get into the Shin Megami Tensei series.
Yeah.
Because Devil Summoner did a really bad fucking job at doing that.
Nah, Devil Summoner, or like from everything that I've seen and everything I've heard and everything I've experienced,
that shit was whack.
It is not a beginner-friendly game if you're new into this genre. It is. I like playing arcade games, so like mechanics and weird shit is like great, but I feel like the mechanics in that game were a little too much. They were just
holy shit.
It tried to turn it into a fucking action RPG without committing to it.
It was half-baked because, like, you only had, like, a basic 3-hit combo. You only had, like, a very bad stinger. Your gun sucked. Even though that was your main source of, like, getting weakness checks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, bro, like, even the demons felt a little underwhelming. Because now, like, I'm playing Persona 4, it's like, oh my god, you guys could do so much now.
Yeah. No, it very much is, like, a problem with the way the game is, like, made and presented. I feel like Persona is the best entry point for this for SMT. Because if you go at any of the other, like, SMT-related, like, entry points, you're gonna have a hard time because it's very difficult to see what's so great about this series when all you're thinking about is, why the fuck is this so goddamn hard? Why the fuck is this so unfair? Why is there a difficulty spike coming out of my fucking asshole now? What is going on? Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. I'm not even arguing because I still
You're still recovering.
I'm still recovering from stone, like game over via stone. I'm still recovering from that.
Oh my god, I saw that shit.
Devil Summoner Chapter 4 boss, death via stone, GG, game over, had to redo the whole fucking chapter.
That's fucking trash. No, but that's what I'm talking about. It's like, SMT is hard. SMT goes hard. I like to.
Trust me, I know SMT goes hard because in one of my sessions, I think it was like a session from last week, I was still going through. I was still going through Yukiko's castle. But it was more to like level everybody up a little bit.
Yukiko's castle has a difficulty spike for no reason at the end.
Dog, like, why the? Can I just ask, why do the fucking dice have a move called Last Resort that could potentially party wipe you that early in the game?
That's so funny. Yukiko's castle is just the everything before Yukiko castles. You're just like, oh yeah, this is fun. This is nice and relaxing, and I can chill. And Yukiko's castle is just like, you having fun yet, kid? You having fun yet? And just like,
dog, like no, dog. Like, I was fighting one of those stupid hand things. I was fighting fucking Glover. You know? And for some reason, when I KO'd two of them, a group of dice came.
Oh my god.
And then I killed that dice group. And then another group came. And then they died. And then another one came. There was like 4 sets of fucking dice, and the 4th one decided to use Last Resort and party wiped me. I'm like, dude, what the fuck was the point?
Yeah, no. I'm telling you, SMT, when it decides to go, yeah, I want to fuck with you, it fucks with you. Yeah, no consent, no nothing. It goes hard. But yeah, I think we should start wrapping up soon.
bro. Like, you wanna know what's the you wanna know what's the funny thing?
What?
I wasn't even upset that I got party wiped. I wasn't upset that both Yosuke and Protag got KO'd by fucking Last Resort. I was numb because I still remember that I got game overed by fucking Stone. Nothing is gonna top that right now.
That's what I'm talking about. I feel like that's not even just the thing with your experience. I think the game has this fantastic way of always making it feel like you could have found the weakness if you tried. And that's what you sort of look forward to, is like fighting that enemy again, and now that you know the possibility of their weakness, you can do something about it. But I feel like Persona 4's biggest weakness, in my opinion, sorry, is the fact that they took out the demon conversations, which sucks a little bit. I kind of wish that you could talk to them more. That was one of my favorite mechanics that existed in all of the SMT series, which is why I really like SMT, because you can choose to not fight. If you know how to talk to the demon, that's another strategy to be able to win. And in fact, you could possibly win even more, because now you have another demon on your side you can fuse or use to make other demons, you know? That's such a fucking cool and fun mechanic. It's not like I have to weaken you and throw the Pokeball. It's, I need to look at the personality type you're presenting to me and know how to deal with that. It's so fun. It's so cool. I wish that Persona 4 had that. But I think aside from that, it is still a great game, and it's still like worth investing time in. Even now, if you got a PC, play the fucking play the PC version. It's
which actually brings up a question really quick, because I was also taking a glance at chat, and I was wondering, did you play the vanilla version of P4?
I have it, yeah. That's the version I played when I was younger, yeah.
How bad was the first boss fight?
First boss fight
was how bad was Yukiko's boss fight?
Yukiko's boss fight in that one was really fucking hard. It took me forever to figure out how to beat it. Did they fix it? Did they make it easier?
P4 gave Yukiko a weakness.
Oh my god. Golden gave it a weakness?
Yeah.
Oh shit! No. It does have a weakness, but it's like I can't remember what it was. It's just really fucking hard to trigger it. Yeah, it's Bufu. I knew it. But it's just really fucking hard to trigger it.
The thing is that
the prince. The prince didn't. Oh my god.
The prince didn't have a weakness either, and that was the biggest problem. And they fixed that.
I remember. That's what I'm saying. Like, that fight has a difficulty spike for no goddamn reason. That took me forever to fucking beat. Is one of the hardest fucking fights I've ever done, because it's so brutal. Because if you don't kill the prince, fucking 50 more enemies get summoned.
50 more enemies get summoned. Main target gets healed.
Mm-hmm. I ended up, I'm like, I have a week to figure this out in game time. So let me dip and just do everything I can to just like boost myself. But yeah, I think we should probably start wrapping up, actually.
Fair enough. So for more copious amounts of talking, join us 2 weeks from this week. So if October 17th.
If you want to get updates, you can follow us down on Twitter. Either John's down below or mine's, which I think is also linked.
I have it linked with you as well, yeah.
And if you want to be able to interact with us or get more information directly, you can go ahead and join the Discord server.
Yeah, go ahead and chat with us. We're more than happy to, just chat, eat shit, whatever. Yeah. Although, granted, like, it is quiet, like, it's, whatever happens. We just chat, we just eat shit.
Yeah, it's a very, like, laid-back server. But I had a good time today. I think I think we've had a lot of interesting conversations today, a lot of interesting topics.
We could definitely
ran the board, definitely.
I think this was a good way to get a general idea of who we both are exactly.
Yeah.
Because it is clear where our interests lies.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's time to see how deep we're willing to go down this rabbit hole.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys will join us for the next one.
So we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Next one, right?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yes. Yes!
Wait, do you really want to just shoot that out of the way, or you just want to talk shit about
let's get it out of the way,
else?
because like, let's be honest. If you're not here for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat, are you even really a real one?
Bro, do you know how many other chats about Yu-Gi-Oh! We're gonna have about that?
Oh, probably, but like, let's be honest. It's just like you gotta be here for the Yu-Gi-Oh! In order to deserve us in our talking about video games.
I talk about video games, how I'm just completely uneducated when it comes to movies and music.
It's so fucking
seriously. I feel like there's gonna be one entire episode dedicated to that.
We should. Oh my god, that would be so funny.
I was kidding.
I'm coming up with an idea, but we'll talk about it later. I think that's
please,
it for today.
I'm kidding.
I think that's it for the day. I'll see you guys next week.
All right, whatever. Sure. You know what? Let's just cut it off right there. Copious Amounts of Halo 3 will be happening next Sunday the 10th. Hope to all see you then. And until then, I hope you all have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for tuning in. And, well, for me, I'll see you all tomorrow. You guys take it easy and be safe.
See ya.